Welcome to the Tell Me More Now channel. 12 tips to stop the excuses in your life. If you have made the decision to stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for your life, then these tips can help you do just that. Here are 12 ways to end the excuses and start getting what you want in life. Number 1. Stop comparing yourself to others. Instead of worrying about what others are doing in their lives, focus solely on yourself. Do not worry about anyone else's accomplishments or deeds, but instead look inward. To stop making excuses, you have to build upon your strengths and gifts. The only way to begin to value those within yourself is to stop comparing yourself to anyone else. Other people do not have any power over your happiness. Number 2. Stop living in the past. Past mistakes or failures may be the reason you choose to make excuses today. But living in the past is keeping you from realizing your dreams now. Let go of what has already happened. Take what you can learn from those old mishaps, and start applying them to today's reality. What happened before should not be stopping you from living your life today. Practice putting aside the past so that you can move on towards a better future. Number 3. Know your fears. One way to stop making excuses is to understand the fears that caused you to engage in this type of behavior. Your fears are what generate your excuses, so stop shying away from them and really get to know them. What are you really afraid of? Write down all your fears and examine each critically. How much merit do they have? How many are grounded in reality and how many in a fictional unknown? Now, what are you going to do about each of those fears you listed? Decide on how will you respond to your fears in the future, instead of making excuses. Number 4. Embrace your inner animal. All other animals on Earth do everything for themselves. Only humans expect that others will solve our problems or do things to make us feel better. While it can be helpful to seek advice and we may occasionally benefit from the help of others, it is not necessary to depend on others when we fail. We can, instead, decide to pick ourselves up and move on. Stop blaming others and life's circumstances for your misfortunes. Animals do not blame one another for not getting enough food or missing out of the perfect mate. They go after what they need, and they keep trying until their needs are filled. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity or for someone to come along and solve your problem. Embrace your animal instinct and start hunting for what you want in life. Number 5. Set goals and take action. Pick 3 to 5 concrete goals you want to accomplish. Write them down and embrace them. Understand why these are important to you and how they will change your life for the better. Believe that you can make them happen and that doing so will improve your life. For each of those goals, decide on an action plan for reaching it. Without action, your goals will remain dreams. How will you make them a reality? Write those action plans down, too. Study those plans. Make them a part of your reality. Then start doing something to make them come true. Number 6. Admit your mistakes. Another reason we often make excuses is that we do not want to admit our own faults or mistakes. No one is perfect, though, and each of us must overcome obstacles and recover from errors in life. The sooner you acknowledge and embrace your mistakes, the sooner you can begin learning from those to move forward. Take full ownership of the mistakes you have made in the past. What has each taught you, and how do you plan to apply that knowledge in the future? Mistakes teach us to adapt to the changing conditions of the world and life. So how can you take your lessons and apply them to your action plan? By focusing on your mistakes as learning opportunities, you can see them as a benefit and not something for which you need to make excuses. Number 7. Stop blaming others. Excuses are often a way to shift responsibility onto others. Instead of helping, though, blaming others often just creates even more unhappiness and frustration in your life. Even if someone else's actions had some influence over your life, what is more important is what you learn from that lesson and how you will apply that to your future. Let go of the blame you are placing at others' feet and focus instead on what you can actively do to improve your own life. You can choose to blame, or you can opt to be proactive by making necessary changes in your life. Number 8. Take full responsibility. In order to stop making excuses in your life, you must take full responsibility for all of your actions and decisions. This means not only taking personal responsibility for your own actions and their consequences, but also accepting that you have a role to play in helping others. Personal responsibility involves accepting your role in how your actions influenced others. When you are not able to accept responsibility for yourself, you lose the respect of others and are continuing to make excuses for your behavior and beliefs. Number 9. Start small. Instead of diving into a complicated plan to accomplish all of your goals immediately, start with what you can do today. Take each day as an opportunity to say no to making excuses, doing something productive toward your goals, and taking responsibility for your life. Just focus on today. Then when tomorrow comes, you can focus on that. Each day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and do better. Number 10. Be accountable to someone. Once you have a plan for accomplishing your goal, tell someone what you are doing. Making your intentions public by telling someone not only makes it real, and not strictly a product of your own mind, but it also holds you accountable to your goals. Talking about your goals to others keeps them fresh and important in your mind, which means you are more likely to stick with them. Make yourself accountable not only to yourself but to someone you trust. Number 11. Visualize your goal. When trying to accomplish something big, it is helpful to have a vision for how this will look in your future life. Visualize your life once you have achieved success. How will things be different? How will you feel once you have met your goal? Return to this visualization often to keep you motivated and focused. Number 12. Embrace compassion. The real key to learning to stop making excuses and start taking action in your life is to embrace compassion. When you feel compassionate toward yourself and others, you no longer need fear and excuses. You see the authentic you, and you understand the importance of creating a life that makes you happy and fulfilled. Being compassionate toward yourself means you can stop being your own worst critic and start being your biggest cheerleader. Embracing compassion turns your inner voice from one of excuses into one of action toward achieving your dreams. Focus on solutions, opportunities, and lessons learned instead of all the things that may be holding you back in life, and soon, you will have no need for excuses. Take responsibility for what you can do today, let others worry about themselves, and you can soon find ways to achieve everything you have ever wanted. For more videos on self-help, health and wellness,